So I'm Penelope Graham. I am the managing editor at Zoocasa.com. We are a Canadian online brokerage that specializes in the GTA, and we create a lot of tech that helps buyers and sellers find and list their homes more successfully. So condos continue to be one of the remaining affordable entry points into the market. When we see other housing segments priced around the 1 million mark, especially for first-time buyers and especially in combination with some of the stricter housing policies and mortgage qualification hurdles, that's why we're seeing increased demand for lower-priced housing, and that's supporting the segment's performance over the long term. And then in the short term, in regards to our mid-month report, we're continuing to see that trend play out with a 6% uptick. The purpose of our mid-month report is to provide a real-time snapshot into what is happening with the housing market. So unlike a longer-term report in which you're looking at activity in retrospect, this is insight to give buyers and sellers real-time knowledge into how they're supposed to react in the market. So what we've seen so far for the first 2 weeks of July is that it is shaping up to be a slower month than June. Part of this is due to seasonality. So we are seeing about 20% fewer sales. And it's just because summer is traditionally a slower month for real estate. You've got buyers and sellers who are traveling, the weather is beautiful, sellers know that there's likely a smaller buyer pool, and so they're likely waiting for the autumn market, the back-to-school market to pick up, which is traditionally a busier time of year. The other thing that is interesting to note is we're coming off of a bit of a strange spring housing market. So the period between March and May is typically the hottest out of the entire year, but this year that didn't really materialize. So we have a lot of people who are taking a wait-and-see approach. They perceive that market conditions are softer. So we're seeing people not really wanting to take a risk and jumping into what is typically a slower time of the market anyway. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when the back-to-school season is upon us.